Hello and welcome back to the channel if you are a subscriber. Welcome to the channel if you are new. Hi everyone, it's me Dan. I'm in a bit of a creator mood. Today I'm on about the third video. And I just wanted to film this one because somebody had mentioned on the back of my other one when I did, let me show you, probably easier. So I did this page and I did the hair, if you remember, just in marker. There's no pencil shading on that, it's just marker. And I used, if you can recall, so I used this, which was the green turquoise blend of the Spectrum Noir brush tri blend on the hair, and then I continued to use the wings. They have got a little bit of stickle on, but the blue is the blue turquoise blend in the same, and I didn't use this one. However, using them absolutely made me fall in love with them, and this may have happened. To be fair, it was a really good find. It was an eBay find. They were brand new. They were brand new. I unsealed the box. They were a lot cheaper. They were about £30 cheaper than what they are on the Spectrum Noir website, and they're actually out of stock on the Spectrum Noir website because this is the extended set. So I'm assuming this must have come out after the other set, which I will absolutely be getting. It has got the blue turquoise blend in it, I think. Just out of interest, let's just see. You will see these in my haul, yeah. So I mean, oh, actually, okay, that's interesting. So I actually thought I already had this. So this is the one I use, which is the blue turquoise blend. So if you look at it, it's got the colour families on. Light is B2, mid is B5, and dark is B10. Now this is the extended set. Now the extended one, which is this one, it is light is BT3, mid is 7, and dark is 8. So actually, you could blend. The blend could even be different by combining the two. Okay, that now makes me definitely want to get the other set, because, like, so for example, I could go 2, 5. I could go 2, 5, and 7. I could go 5, 7, and 9 for an even darker blend. Do you see what I mean? Just that's... Okay, we will definitely be purchasing the other set, because actually the options are endless, but a nice range of colours. I can definitely see some sort of hair colours going on. But anyway, whoa, major digression there, because we're talking about this video. From posting this video, somebody asked that and said they would love to see how I do the skin and how I would do the skin on this one. So let's do it. I absolutely adore working on these pages. This was the one I had in mind because she is absolutely stunning. I'm just seeing if maybe I want to do another one instead. No, let's go for this one. So I am going to be using markers and pencil. Going to zoom us in because we don't need to see the whole page because we are just doing skin. And I am going to be using Spectrum Noir markers again. I'm going to be using the Illustrator marker today, and I'm going to go for probably one of my absolute favourite colours, which is linen, which is FS7, which is this one. Now I do have it in the Illustrator, but it's run out. So I'm waiting for them to get the ink, let the refill back in so I can fill it up. And I do tend to use this skin tone quite often. It's quite a pale skin tone. I will show you on this. It's a really nice skin tone. It is quite pale. I think on that other one I actually used Eggshell, which was a bit more of an orangier, pinkier skin tone, and it worked out absolutely beautiful. But I'm going to go for a lighter skin tone on this, and I'm going to be using some pink. So I'm going to use the Portrait Pink to add in a little bit of blush, and I'll show you how I do that. And then I will be using a bit of pencil to do her makeup and her shading. So I'm probably only going to take it to about maybe here, the skin. I'm going to do that off camera, but this I already think I know I'm going to do in Jelly Roll Glaze Black, so I'm going to colour completely over it. So all I do is just put down a nice thick layer, and I really do like using the chisel tip now, whereas at first I wasn't really that keen, but to be fair, you can colour a lot and get a good even spread down quite quickly. I may add a little bit of pencil to the tattoo on her head, but I'm not fully sure yet. It might just be, in my head it's just going to be black Jelly Roll glaze over it. It's like a mandala, isn't it? So this is not really it's not a tutorial, because as I say, there are hundreds and hundreds of colourists who probably can do a far better, more realistic look. I am just showing you how I colour skin if you're using a marker. I've actually this weekend just discovered a new way of doing skin that I am obsessed with, using Neocolor 2, so that will absolutely be a video, and I think I already know what page it's going to be on. Now obviously I am saturating this page quite a bit, so I do expect it to bleed. I'm not that fussed. I just use a white gel pen to cover up any leaks. Oh, I've gone over lips, but I'm going to go over lips actually, because I'm going to shade over them in pencil. And obviously we put makeup on skin, which is coloured, it's not white. I've started doing that since me and Emma were talking the other day about it. She'd watched a video or read something, I can't remember now, that mentioned it, and I thought, interesting. So I have done it for the last couple of pages that I've done, and I do like it. So just literally, I'm hoping that's not going to leave a mark. But if it does, I'm not that fussed. I feel like it's where it's dried here, it's going to leave a bit of a mark, but we might be able to cover that up. So that was it, super quick. I am just going to feel like that's actually her, and I can't work out what's skin and what's not, so maybe we won't do that. I need to think about it. But yeah, I'm going to add a little bit of blush in, and I'm going to just actually pick don't know if I actually have one. I've not. I was going to pick a lighter skin. I'm going to use this actually. So I've picked FS3 and FS4. So we've got Portrait Pink and Blush. And all I do with the blush is put it on with the brush marker where I want it. Now this is super pink. I am going to go completely over it in a minute. Looks a mess. It's not remotely even, but it's fine. Okay. Still slightly messy, but this is the Portrait Pink, which is the lighter pink now. Just putting that over the top. Just bring it up to the eye slightly. Now obviously when I add some pencil on, that'll help it. Pencil. Just debating what pencils to go with. I'm just trying to think what I've got here. I've got chroma floors here, which I think I may have used last time. So let's grab them. 1 minute. But super simple on use 3 markers. Obviously massively saturated the page. The top could probably be done a little bit more, but I'm not too fussed about. And I feel like I may have used that melon colour last time for something, which is a beautiful colour. So these are the Chrome Floor 72s. And then, let me just see. yeah. So you can barely see. It really doesn't make much of a difference. But it's just to add. Probably should have done this beforehand. It just adds a bit too sharp. A little bit. Such a good match to this. What colour did I use again? I've forgotten. Linen. So you can just barely see it. Let me see if I can zoom you in. Can you see here? Like you can barely. Like you can barely see, but it just gives a very slight like definition, and obviously this beautiful blush colour works so nicely with the blush and the portrait pink we've already put on. And it just deepens it ever so slightly, but the colour is still kind of that colour we've added. I've not took it too close up to the eye because I am going to add on some eye makeup too. But I do love working on these pages because they are so beautiful that you can just put a bit of pencil, a bit of marker down, and they are stunning. And sometimes let me zoom out because that looks way uneven. But wow, that's completely odd from mouse, but never mind. That's better. So then I just work my way around the face. Just to give it that like a rounded look. And it's like barely noticeable, but obviously when you are looking at it, like in real life, you can see it. I'm just going to darken that because I'm going to make that into a piercing. I assume that's what it is. And that bit's quite harsh there, so I'm just going to grab this salmon and just kind of go over everything. It looks a lot better. So these are quite opaque pencils, so they do lighten and actually like blend in quite well. But I mean, a blush is a little bit redder than I would have liked, but I'm not mad about. Ooh, I'm not mad at it. I'm just going to go around this side. Just because I was like being brave. Whereas I would normally go for the portrait pink and just build it up. Slowly we went straight in there with that blush, because why would you not? And I think her lips and her eyes are going to match her hair, and I'm actually going to use one of my new tri-blends. Just going to turn this way a minute, guys, while I just work up here. Then I'm going to use the tri-blend on her hair. Again, because honestly I loved working with them. So I'm going to pick a colour in a minute and we'll do her makeup and her lips. And then that's it, basically it. That is how I do the skin on these pages, like super simple, super quick. I'll be completely honest, I wouldn't, my normal skin is polys. I wouldn't use them in here and do just a pencil skin because I couldn't be bothered. But these images can definitely handle like a bit of colour. Like she's looking a bit wild at the minute. She's looking a bit ropey. Her blush is all over the shop, but it's all good. I'm just going to add some of this salmon on again, just to sort of smooth out. And I think for her hair, I think I'm really tempted to go pale pink. So should we have a look? Because that blush is quite pink. Pink. So we might as well own this hot pink vibe that she's clearly got going on. Let's just see how pink this is. So that's the lightest. That's the mid. So what it says you should actually do is put the light colour down first. Then it says you put in the dark bits. And then you're supposed to go back over with the mid. I'm not really feeling that, not gonna lie. So we might actually go for this one might be good. So this is ice blue. I like blue hair. That's quite a nice blend actually. Yeah, we're gonna give her blue hair. Yeah. So I'm not gonna do that now. I'm absolutely not going to do that now because we are just doing her makeup. But what I am going to do is do her eyes, because I do like to have the eyes matching. So I'm just going to put the light blue down. And then it's actually a super light blue actually. Might use some pencil just to make that darker because it's just blue, but it's fine. We know what we're doing with the hair, so we can go on to the eyes. I'm going to stick with the chromos, absolutely, and we are going to go with, I think we'll go for light blue. I do love that Bondi blue. There's a Bondi blue in here and it's absolutely gorgeous, almost bordering on teal, but I think I'm going to go light blue because I just think it'll stand out more. I'm going to go for light blue, and we will probably have a little bit of, let's just see. I'm not going to lie, I don't do anything special with this. I just do a bit of colour under her eye. Because these are quite opaque, they're probably, zoom us in, will lighten her eyelashes. But then what I do is just get a fine liner and go back over. And then really just quite heavy, because I do want that blue. I mean, it's not really showing on camera, but I do want it to, you see, I'm going to use a lighter blue to kind of go over the top, and I think I'm going to go for Blue Orchid, which is a lovely blue. Like, I do go a little bit wild with these in terms of makeup because I just feel like actually they can handle it. Like, they can, the art can handle like a bit of ridiculousness type thing. I'm just using this salmon pink over the top just to give it that just a bit more smoother look. I'm just going to do the same with the other eye, and then all we need to do is the lips and her little piercing, and possibly add a tiny bit of shading to her nose. Symmetry wise today I'm really not good. But that has made the lashes quite covered. It's covered them quite a bit, so I will go over them with a fine liner. I don't know if I have one up here, so I'll do it now. I've just realised I've used melon instead of salmon, but it shouldn't matter. You don't think? It's going to go back over anyway. And then the only other thing I wanted to do was these lips. So I'm going to use that darker pink blush. I was going to go blue lip, but I don't think we will. I'm just going to base them in the pink. And again, I will probably colour the mouth in black. So it doesn't really matter if it bleeds. But that's a lovely colour. It's like a lovely colour on top of the skin colour that was already there. And then I want to grab a pencil. I think I might go for a red, actually. Scarlet, in fact. Which is quite a nice sort of peachy red, I think. It might be too red, but I'm just turning it upside down so I can see what I'm doing. Hopefully that's dry now. All I do is this is actually a really good lipstick colour. So we're still getting some of that skin tone coming through. Not colouring all of it. I'm going to add some of that salmon colour over the top again now. Just to kind of smooth it out. got a bit of a wax shine on it. These are quite waxy pencils. But I'm loving them at the minute. I've been working on a Hannah Carzon page using these. And you know when you just forget, like that sort of how much you like working with something. It's just still a little bit annoying that it's only 72 colours. Come on, Derwent. Give us 100. Because I'd be buzzing. But they are really good. I have to say, she looks a little bit of a hot mess. But I think until you get like the hair done, the background done, because this page is going to be quite wild, I'm not going to lie. She's going to have blue hair, so she's going to have a, I don't know, we'll think of a colour background. So she does look a bit of a hot mess at the minute, but she's kind of cute. And then I actually haven't got any gel pens up here, I don't think, to use. But yeah, I'm just going to add some of this blue from around her eyes into her eyes. And that is how I would do skin in a roundabout fashion, using markers and pencils. She looks a little bit crazy at the minute, but when her hair is done, and the flowers are done and the background's done, it should kind of pull everything together. And I'm going to colour in this mandala, I've just decided, with the Jelly Roll glaze. This is probably the fine line that I will use for her lashes, and just trace where I can the line art. Which again will make the makeup seem less ridiculous. This is like a waterproof fine liner as well, so if I was to use anything, it wouldn't smudge. But yeah, all I was going to do is add some shading on that nose, but I'm going to leave it there. Oh, that was quite useful. Just a simple way of doing skin if if it's a little bit intimidating and you don't really know how to tackle it. That's what I do. Base it in marker, bit of shading around the outside, put a bit of blush on. This one is just very heavy, but it should look fine, I think. And I'll probably add some white gel pen to lips just to give it that shiny lip look. I'm going to add some silver gel pen there, colour this in glaze pen, and she'll be done. Might change my mind on the hair colour. Maybe go for this pink violet blend. Yeah, I'm not going to do that right now. But thanks for watching. I hope it was useful. Please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and I'll get back to you. And if you've not subscribed, then hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video. All that's left to say is adios.